Hello Internet, your friendly neighborhood gremlin here, and today we're going to give Kiki a seafood snack bar. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not really sure how it is I feel about this one. I mean, I suppose it's fine, like there's nothing wrong with it, I don't think, but I'm also not in love with it. I don't think it came out the way I thought I wanted it to, which is probably most of the problem, but I'm also not entirely sure what it is I should have changed about it to make it better, so maybe while we sit here and talk about it, we can figure it out together. When I think snack bar, I kind of imagine like a beachside or on the boardwalk, or even just like a little roadside sort of restaurant that's kind of tiny and cute and quaint, which is kind of what we go for. However, I'm not sure that's what she wanted. When you look at the main 3 items she requested, like the required items, they seem like they can be pretty casual. I'm sure also you could dress them up a little bit. Of course, that counter has some swatches that aren't wood. I always think of it as the wood swatch, but there are some non-wood swatches of that one. Wallpapers are where it's really clear that this wasn't what she was going for, because she asks for things like the European window wall or the modern shoji screen wall. So, probably not this. Let me know how you did Kiki's home, if you've done her vacation home. Did you go off sort of the name like I did, or did you tend to match the sort of items she asked for instead? Maybe you managed to put them all together and it works wonderfully. Or maybe you went in a completely different direction, which is also very fun. So let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I did have to make it a 8x6 or a 6x8. I don't know which number's supposed to go first. But I did want to have a table in here, and I'm going to go a little bit ham on chair colors. To be fair, we only end up with 3. It could have been worse if the other swatches of those chairs, like the green one or the wood one, was a little bit lighter. This is why limitations are good. So as much as I complain sometimes about the limitations of Animal Crossing, we do appreciate them. I do use this dessert carrier as sort of like a takeout box. I don't know if we have actual takeout boxes in the game, but I really like the shape of this one. Maybe my main problem is the wallpaper, but I was very attached to it while I was building, and so I really needed to have the wallpaper. Take a step back, kind of see that it's maybe not what we were looking for. We also end up with a Moroccan tray table. I was going for kind of like cute and eclectic, but I just think it was probably a bad idea. But at the time, I was very pleased, I think, maybe. I don't know. Today's just kind of a weird day. I was supposed to be dog sitting, but now I am not. When plans change, I just get all kinds of screwed up. It's ridiculous, I know, but also autism. I'm not entirely sure what else there's to say about in here. It's just gonna kind of go a little bit downhill when I start putting things on the walls. I'm trying. Really, I am trying. I also just don't have a lot of sea or fish themed items. I do really love the marlin, and I am gonna put the bass up here as well. We are pretending that this formal paper is some sort of like restaurant certification or award or something. I don't know. I wanted to put things on the walls, and I didn't have a lot of things to put on the walls, which is also why I bring out my favorite hanging plant. And don't worry, Nessie's going to show up too. We are going to put our mounted marlin above the door, which was maybe not the best decision, only because I couldn't get a picture of it, and I think it would have made a cute thumbnail. Also, I really need someone to tell me how to use these stupid yellow fish, because I cannot get them to look not stupid. We're going to leave them in the build. They're going to be there, but just know that I know that they're dumb. I really wish that some of the models we got from Flick and CJ were like mounted on the wall instead of these weird model things. The model things are just kind of hard to use. If you've been here a while, you've seen me struggle to try and put those models in the majority of my builds, and they just don't go well very often. I also shoved some in my palace garden. If you watched my birthday video, you may have seen it. I mean, obviously it wasn't a tour, but I'm pretty sure we ran past it a couple times. And I'm not sure how I feel about them there either. They're tricky. I just want to have moths everywhere. Here's a random fun fact. I'm afraid of butterflies. On a road trip that I took to PEI in like 6th grade, maybe? I don't know. Sometime in middle school. And because it is a multiple day long drive between Ontario and PEI, we stopped at some like tourist attractions and stuff, and one of these was a butterfly conservatory in New Brunswick, and my mother made me stand in it so she could take my picture. And I did not have a good time, but it was all okay, because on our way back through New Brunswick, we stopped at an aquarium, and I discovered sea cucumbers, and they are like maybe my favorite sea creature. Say Frank actually just made a video about sea cucumbers, if you don't know anything about them. I don't know, he does the true fact stuff. They're funny and educational and Also now full of sea cucumbers. You probably don't need me to tell you to watch Say Frank, but in case you've never seen them, just search True Facts. They'll come up. I'll link the sea cucumber video down below. Sorry, maybe we should talk about the outside of the build here. It's not like amazing, like wow, but I do really like it, and I think it's nice in that sort of quiet, quaint sort of way, which was what I was going for. Also, I hate the bistro table. It makes me so angry, because you have to put the chairs like even further away from it than you do regular tables. So while we're going to keep that one on the beach there, it doesn't get any chairs. Just look at how far this chair has to sit away from that table. Like, that's absurd, right? Are any of you playing Dreamlight Valley? The Scar update happens in 4 days, and I am well excited about it. I do really wish I could make Dreamlight Valley decorating videos, but I'm a Mac people, so the only place I can play it is on my Switch. But trying to decorate on the Switch gives me that sort of nails on a chalkboard feeling, so it's very uncomfortable, and so I haven't been doing it. And also, mostly what you can do now are exteriors, and as you may know, exteriors are not my strong suit. But we are indeed nearing the end of our very short build. Sorry about that, but I didn't want to have to try and push an upstairs out because it wasn't going to be what I wanted it to be, and it just didn't seem worth it. But as we hit the reveal, if you enjoyed the build or just had a good time hanging out with me, you could hit the like button. It'd be helpful. You can leave a comment down below if you want to talk about your Kiki build, or maybe tell me what your favorite sea creature is, if you have a favorite sea creature. That would be a fun thing to know. I think I would enjoy that. And of course, if you think you might like to do this again sometime, you can hit the subscribe button. But as always, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye!